Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Kim again, and I'm making my second blog post for the spring semester about a book that I read this winter break that I really enjoyed reading. It was called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and I'll tell you exactly why I enjoyed reading this book. He talks a lot about understanding why you do what you do, your motivations for it, and I guess basically you're understanding your habits and the power that comes with that. By understanding your habits, you now have the freedom, you have the responsibility to change your habits if these are negatively affecting your life, and but change them for the better, of course. And I really enjoyed this book because a lot of things that he talked about were very applicable. I know this is a self help book, and I usually don't really like self help books, but this one I just found I just couldn't put this one down. So what I really got out of this book is being able to identify a lot of the habits I have and seeing that they all stem from for a similar reason. They all seem to overlap in one way or another. And in finally understanding my habits, I'm better suited to fix them because I have a responsibility to myself and I guess those who know me or will be affected by my habits. So he actually provides a little guideline, or I guess like an example of how you can fix your habits, and he talks about identifying the cue, which leads you to the routine of your habit, and which leads you to your end result or your reward. And by isolating the cue, I was finally able to understand what causes my initial movement towards that habit, or what causes me to start the habit. And by doing so, I've been able to try alternative routines in order to get to the same result, because obviously it's about habits I'm trying to change. And I'm happy to say that it has been working. I'm being very vague here. I guess I can give you an example. One example would be obviously procrastinating. Bad habit, yes. I'm not like a chronic, well, but I don't think I'm a chronic procrastinator. But in taking this, I understand what I guess the key would be me first receiving the assignment and being told the deadline. The routine would be me waiting, for the deadline to get closer before I start the assignment, and the reward being the feeling of satisfaction with the grade I get afterwards, feeling of satisfaction after completing the assignment. And that's more of my reward than a grade is. And I realize that I like the feeling of satisfaction more when I know that I was very stressed in the moment doing it. So I feel like I've overcome something, and that's why I actually wait for a deadline, because that deadline gives me sort of a rush. Instead, I guess I'm starting to create self-imposed deadlines with other people. So I'm being held accountable by someone else, and that's actually making me change. And that is really great because procrastinating is not a good thing. So that's just one thing I learned, and I hope you guys read the book. As soon as I finished, I gave it to my sister. I usually give her a lot of books that I read that I really like, so that means something. So I hope you guys pick up a copy of The Power of Habit.